saying the verse of Avraham Zakein ba Bayamin and the statement of Zevadya Yishmareini after Hallel on Rosh Chodesh. So there is a well-known custom of many, including the custom of Chabad Chassidim, to recite the psukim, or the pasuk of Avraham Zakein, as well as the statement of Zevadya Yishmareini, immediately after Hallel on Rosh Chodesh. What is the source behind this custom, the meaning of it, the reason behind it, and the reasons that there are those who oppose its recital, and how those who say it deal with their objections. So this topic enters us into an interesting discussion regarding the mention of the names of the celestial beings, of the angels, whether it may or may not be done, whether or not one may beseech an angel for divine assistance, as we will soon discover. So the Alter Rebbe in his Siddur records that some are accustomed to recite Rosh Chodesh after Hallel, the verse beginning Veahvarahm Zakein and the statement of Zevadya Yishmareini. The verse is the statement and verse is recited a total of 3 times, and as recorded in Hayom Yom of the first of Cheshvan, one is to say the entire pasuk and statement 3 times, meaning Veahvarahm Zakein Zevadya Yishmareini once, then Veahvarahm Zakein Zevadya Yishmareini another time, and then for a 3rd time, and not first Avraham Zakein 3 times and then Zevadya Yishmareini 3 times. And practically so is the Chabad custom, as we mentioned from Hayom Yom. What is the source behind this custom? And why does the Alter Rebbe only write some are accustomed to do so? So the custom is sourced in various Sifrei Kabbalah and Siddurim that were written according to Kavanas of Kabbalah and the Arizal, beginning with Siddur Reb Shapsi, students of the Baal Shem Tov, Rav Yaakov Koppel, recorded in Mishnas Chassidim, Rosh Chodesh 2:1, in Sefer Chemdas Yamim, Machberes HaKodesh of Nosson Shapiro, a Yerushalmi in Shara Rosh Chodesh, in the name of an old manuscript. And the reason they record behind this custom is that saying the above statements of Avraham Zakein after Hallel is a segula for a long life. So is recorded in the sources Machberes HaKodesh, Chemdas Yamim, Mishnas Chassidim, Siddur Reb Shapsi, and others. So who doesn't want a segula for a long life? Why would anyone avoid saying these statements? So there are a number of objections that are raised regarding the saying of this pasuk and Zevadya Yishmareini, as is the recorded custom that we brought. Number 1, its source. It's correct that we brought many svarim in which this custom is found in. However, some claim that it's not found in the Kisvei Arizal, Pri Eitz Chaim, and the like, and therefore perhaps the source in the other Kabbalah Svarim is unreliable. Number 2, it's found in the Sefer Chemdas Yamim, which is known to be under great controversy regarding its authenticity, and if it was written by Reb Nathan Azati, the student of Reb Shapsai Tzvi, and some claim under this basis that it should not be said, being it is sourced in this Sefer. However, in truth, the original first source is written by Rav Nosson Shapiro in his work that he wrote in the 1600s, Machberes HaKodesh, which records the custom for the first time in the name of an old manuscript that he found. Thus, it is incorrect to claim that this custom is sourced in the Sefer Chemdas Yamim. On the contrary, he took it from previous sources, which obviously cannot be used to invalidate its recital. However, there are other more serious reasons of objection against saying it. It's recorded in many Svarim of the Arizal, Shara Mitzvahs, Nagid Mitzvah, Shara Kavanis, brought in the Shulchan Aruchharav, Sefer Avraham, the Kaf HaChaim in 510, that it's prohibited to mention the name of an angel. Zevadya is the name of an angel. What is Zevadya Yishmareini? Beseeching that the angel Zevadya guard us. It's forbidden to mention the name of an angel. So due to this, you do have some Siddurim who write that one should say this word in his mind and not verbalize it. However, from the Alter Rebbe, in his Siddur, as well as the previous sources, it clearly says to say it, verbalize it. The Shara Koil explains that perhaps the name Zevadya is different, as this is a name also used in Tanakh. It's unclear exactly where in Tanakh this name is used. Alternatively, one can say that the prohibition is only to mention the name of the angel for no reason. However, as part of prayer, there is no issue with doing so. So can be learned from the sources mentioned in the Kaf HaChaim 5, Halacha 10. There's, however, another issue that is raised regarding making the statement of Zevadya. Okay, so you can mention an angel's name, but to daven to him, to ask an angel to help you and give you life and guard you instead of asking Hashem, this sounds like idolatry. How can you beseech anyone other than God? What power does an angel have? So is implied from the Gemara Yerushalmi Brachas 9:1. It states there, don't scream to Michal or Gavriel when you're in trouble, scream to me, and so writes the Maharal. In the Sivas Eilam Aveda 12, regarding the stanza in Slichas Machnisei Rachamim, that it may not be said. You may not beseech an angel. So is also the tradition recorded from Chaim Volozhin and the Gra and Maisarav. For this reason, they oppose the saying of Baruchuni l'Shalom Shalom Aleichem as you're asking the angel to bless you. In truth, however, the vast majority of sources and the Minhag Yisrael defends the practice of making such statements, and the explanation is that one is not davening to the angel. One is simply asking him to intercede on one's behalf and beseech Hashem, the Almighty, to grant one mercy and grant one a blessing. And there is nothing wrong with asking an angel to act as an intermediary. So is implied from the Gemara in Sanhedrin 44b. So writes the Nefesh Chaim Falaji 32, Yehuda Yala Tshuva 21, Chsam Sefer Tshuva 166, Shemush Tzedakah, recorded in Sefer Menhagim page 137. And so is the widespread custom of Klal Yisrael, as is seen from many instances, such as we said the famous hymn of Shalom Aleichem. Everyone says B'chuni l'Shalim, asking the angels to bless them for peace. To all those against saying Zevadya Yishmareini, stop saying B'chuni l'Shalom as well, as they're the same thing, the same idea of objection. As well, the custom is in Slichas to say Machnisei Rachamim. We find that Yaakov Avinu in the Torah, it says Hamalach Hagoy Leisi Mikara Yivarich Zanarim. He asked the angel to bless the children, Ephraim and Menashe. So clearly we see the sources are all defending the practice, and therefore those who are accustomed, and so as the Chabad custom, as we mentioned, to say these psukim as a segula for long life, certainly are not transgressing any prohibition in doing so, regarding the objections that we mentioned. Regarding one who did not say this statement after Hallel and remembered, may he say it later on in the day, it's unclear, as all the sources mentioned that we brought above all record to say it after Hallel, and perhaps its segula is no longer applicable another time of the day. And if it's no longer applicable, perhaps one should not be mentioning the name of the angel for no reason, as we already said, v'tzarich in on this matter.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many Sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.